Hey, it's Dude. We're hiking at China Creek Trail. It's not a secluded trail, nor is it a trail in the mountains, but hiking is hiking. You come crew with us too. You can come hike with me too. And this is how this road looks. We're at some park. I'll put it at the corner. Dilly, to be more specific, you gotta drive down this road this way. We were told to come check out this park over here in Sanger, very small town Sanger, and there's a trail. I looked it up on Google Maps and I said, yeah, that looks pretty crazy. Something I always do is the keys in my hand as I close the door, because you never want to block your keys in the car. Pretty swampy right here. I was seeing a trail kind of, did I see right? Maybe a bit over there. I don't know. I thought this was solid ground, but obviously it's not. There's a car that just arrived right here. I thought it was just gonna be us, I'm not gonna lie. But we're here at this park. I didn't do too much research at all. Oh my gosh, there's a squirrel on the post. I know you can't see it because I'm not zoomed in, but there is one. And I don't know which way we should go on wherever. If we go down this way, look at swampy. Hopefully the trail is not like that. There's some información. Let's go see what información is right there. There's also on the sign over there, it said, watch out for predatory animals, whatever that means. Deer. They got California Native Plant Guide. That right there. China Creek Nature Trail. And this is pretty cool. They got little pamphlet dillies, elderberry, grass, and graminoids. Am I saying that right? I gotta learn to read. History. Wow. And there's some more plant información. Alright, this is pretty cool that they have all the stuff here. Alright, and there is one half of the trail. You border that thing. This is actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. You hear that noise far off. I saw on Google Maps there's, I believe, a quarry or something like that. But there is that squirrel enjoying that morning sun. That's a big deed. I think we're gonna start off by going this way. Yeah, there we go. Right here. This is cool. I know everything's always cool. Be ready for another adventure of cool, awesome, amazing. Oh, I see cows back there. Before we continue with this, I'm not a person good with words or anything like that. I'm not a motivational person. The whole point of this channel all the time is just to make you smile, make you laugh, hopefully bring some positivity in your day of just like, ha, ha. I know I'm an idiot. I know I do a lot of dumb things. I say a lot of dumb things. And this is just very random. I don't know. Maybe you might have to hear this, but I genuinely am saying this to you. I know you might be watching this wherever you are, whether you're around Fresno, whether you're any part in this country, out of this country, if you're from somewhere else. I'm just telling you, you are awesome, crew. You really, really are. You might hear people say that on YouTube videos saying you're awesome, and maybe you might not really believe them, but I'm genuinely telling you how awesome you are. You might be going through some crazy times in your life. If you're not going through any crazy time in your life, and life is awesome for you right now, which I really hope it is, I just want to tell you, you are awesome. I know if you're going through something, it might seem as though it's not gonna get better, but I promise you it will. It sounds cheesy, I know, but it really will get better. The way that we can make ourselves or change the situation that we're in is first changing our attitude in the situation. Let's not let anything dictate how we feel, how we're doing things. Just keep being you. Keep being the awesome person you are. Keep kicking butt. I truly believe in you, that you can do it. It's hard in the beginning, if things aren't going right, to have an attitude of it's gonna get better. It's hard to smile. I know that. I'm not telling you from a place that I don't know. I'm telling you from a place that I do know. In the beginning, like I said, it might be hard to change that attitude. It might be hard to smile, but the more you smile, the more you change your attitude in a positive way, that situation, that moment in life does get better. You be in control of it. You're awesome. I know this is very different from what I usually do. I don't do this sort of talk at all. I'm just always going, blah, look at blah, look at that, boo, 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 boo. But I don't know. I just had the feeling of telling you how awesome you are. You really are. And again, I'm telling you from a genuine place. I'm talking to you. I know that we might not know each other at all. I'm just a random dude, but seriously, you are an awesome person. You are the dopest of dope, and I appreciate you just watching, hanging out with us. You mean a lot to me. I love you, crew. All right, let's keep walking on this pretty cool trail. I thought maybe this was probably only gonna be a mile at most, but now looking around, it looks much bigger than just 1 mile. And also, I guess watch out for predatory animals, whatever the heck that meant. Whoa, look at that bird. What was that? It looked like a huge red-tailed hawk. There it is, right there. It is a red-tailed hawk. Whoa! Oh my gosh, so cool! I remember, crew, you watch my 6, I watch my front. You can hear them. But maybe they're talking about like coyotes? I don't know if mountain lions are around here. I can't say for certain that there's no bears. And you might be thinking, bears around here in this area? Yeah, I know, that's pretty crazy, right? I know. But there was about maybe earlier this year, 2023, or maybe late last year, around like late summer of 2022. But that was a video of a bear walking maybe, I don't know, 5 miles from here on the same route that we go. As a random. All right. Okay. All right. Random trail out that way. But of a bear walking on the same route that we drive towards Sequoia. There's cow dumps around. So as much as maybe I'll be like, there's no bears, but I guess you never know. Sanger is kind of at the foothills of Kings Canyon and Sequoia. I guess more Kings Canyon. Not that I think that there will ever be any bears around here, but just always ojo, like my grandma always said. Well, that is really cool. They got these random dailies here. I don't know if you'll be able to scan that QR code. I keep stopping to take pictures. That's why sometimes these hikes for myself might take a little longer, because I walk 5 feet, look at something and I go, whoa. And a bunch of times actually, I just look at the same exact thing and keep going, whoa, like right here. I guess it's not really anything different I'm showing you, but I don't know. I look at everything and I go, oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? There's another dilly coming up. Let's see what that says. Well, it's all pooped up, so I can't let you see that QR code on top, but grasses and graminos. Am I seeing that? I can't really see because there's dump and I'm not going to move it. But push pause if you'd like. See, I walked like 5 feet and then stopped to take a picture, and then look at that oak tree. It's huge. That's the lonely oak. And just the scenery. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but this is really cool. I'm not originally from the Central Valley, from Fresno, and living here now for a while, I have just fallen in love with the Central Valley and all the surrounding areas, just because, I don't know, it's just, there's a different feel, different look of it all. A lot of people, when you say let's go hiking, they always think like it has to be a strenuous hike, or it has to be in mountains, or you have to be, I don't know, it has to be like a crazy thing, or also it just has to be not close to any civilization, right? But hiking is hiking, no matter what. We've done some urban hiking, how I like to say, in the city. That's still hiking. A hike doesn't really have to be some crazy hike where you're like Jason last time said, so what, just walking? I was like, yeah, but hiking is hiking though. Just get out there and hike. I consider this hiking. I consider anything hiking, actually, not just this. We're coming to a spot maybe where, I don't know, let me show you. So we're gonna check that out for sure, whatever it says there, but you can see that it goes that way and then also this way. I think the main trail dilly goes that way, but maybe this way is just a little view, not a little, it's a regular size, but it's just a viewing something. Let's see what it says. China Creek Station, I don't know. China Creek Station poop. Western Sycamore. If it's too shaky, press pause and then scan the dilly. Is that a sycamore? This one? I see that, and then that, and there's an owl dilly. Maybe other birds use it too, not just owl. And I say that because the other trees around look different from that. Should we walk that way? Fine. The trail goes like that, but maybe this just goes around Let's check it out. Okay, no, it doesn't. There's a fence right here. Don't go where you shouldn't go, crew. So let's walk back. And that is a giant leaf. See, I mean, I noticed all kinds of things. That's why I go, oh my God, look at the rock. Oh wow, look at the leaf. Look at the grass. So right here would be the furthest we've ever been. It is the furthest we've ever been, but this is the furthest that you can hike back on this trail thing. When now we just start to go back, but then we'll cross to go to the other half. Doesn't that look so cool back there though? Like the trees, how it looks like that. Then you can see the mountains back there. You see what I mean? I can't help it. Central Valley is just so awesome. Give me some real Lord of the Rings vibes right now. Get off the road. Nah, I mean, I don't know if I said this, but the way that we found this here was because subscribers said, hey, there's this place over in Sanger, you should go check it out. But that's how I found this. And we're doing it. We're here. I mean, obviously, right? When you are walking on this trail, if you ever do, watch out for random little divots and holes as you walk, especially when there's a lot of leaves like this. All the leaves on the trees are falling, because they'll cover any of those holes up, or also maybe cow dump. I mean, look at this though. Other than the sound that you could hear like off in the distance, would you think we're anywhere near any type of city, small town or anything? Or are we just out in the middle of nowhere? This is cool. And there's a pond over here. No, it's a lake, right? Little lake. Pond would be much smaller. I wish I can get closer and get like a cool reflection picture off of the water, but I ain't trying to get that tetanus. All right, we're coming up right here to, let's just call it halfway. It's not really halfway. The gate where we walked in through is over there. We went through that half. And then I think, actually, maybe, I don't know if we could actually go that way. I think the hike might be over. Because I'm seeing this fence right here. On Google Maps, it said that there's a trail that keeps going that way. But closed gate, don't want to cross over into that. If we're not allowed to. Probably not, because I see cows up ahead on this area. I mean, I know this is right here, right? But sometimes these little dillies, just so the cows can't get out, there's the same way that we came in, it'll do like a little fence thing where you can go in. There's a lock. I see over there it says short trail. Yeah, I don't think we can, because other than the fence, but the cows are just chilling right there. I wonder if they'll come this way. They look ginormous. Right in back of us is this dilly. Let's go see what it says. China Creek Trail, Station 4. Milk thistle, bull thistle. I've seen bull thistle over in Sequoia, but that's really cool that they have this randomly here. Not randomly, but you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? A little closer shot for you, crew. There's a bunch of them over there. They're looking this way. That is not cow dump, and I don't think that's also dog dump. It could be, I mean, a sort of dog, right? But it could be coyote. And I say that just because the way it looks of the stuff inside. What an awesome video, right? I'm showing you. I'm just trying to figure out what can be out here. And there is Station 3. Did we go the wrong way? Is there a wrong way? You can go whichever way you want. Here's another one that you can't really read. Much of the park is now grasslands. Right? Did I read that right? We're kind of ping-ponging back and forth because there's sign on this side, sign on this side, like there is right here. There you go. Okay, see what I mean? How one of these delis, it looks like we can go in there. It looks like we can go in there with the cows, but I don't want to spook them at all. And if they're in the way of us trying to get to wherever, I won't get closer because I don't want to freak these animals out. I love animals, number one, and this is their area. I don't want them to be uncomfortable in their own area. So let's go this way, but being very cautious. Whoa, watch out for that. Why is there hair right here? That doesn't look like cow hair. Or fur. It looks like other animal fur. Ooh. Alright, they are out that way. We're gonna go this way. we might have to do a turnaround at a certain point, because they're kind of literally towards the end of the trail. Right when we get to a certain spot, we might have to just backtrack this way, because I don't want to bug them. But that fallen tree right there, it's just a fallen tree. Maybe to some it's no big deal, but it just looks so awesome, enchanting. This is really cool. I know you're tired of me saying that in not just this video but any video, but it really is. Like, look how that dead tree looks out there. The Central Valley is so beautiful. Things like this is what I don't know, I guess kind of pay attention to. See all these rocks right here? Wonder why all these rocks are like all in this area. Maybe there could have been a lake. Maybe this used to be a lake or a river running through it. Rounded rocks. And it looks like we're getting maybe to this far end side of this trail. There's a blue bucket there, maybe water for the cows. I am seeing fresh cow dump. I feel like there's a lot of cow poop talk. Just a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt, right? Yeah, I think we're gonna head this way now. Yeah, because it's closed off. And right here actually is a stream running through. Wow, very cool. So yes, at some point we're gonna backtrack, because we're gonna meet up with where the cows were hanging out. I won't bore you with that part when I'm walking back. Just letting you know. That's all. Again, I mean, wow, very cool. Sounds like frogs off in the distance. I hear rushing water over there. Yeah, it's raging. It's not really raging, but it's rushing more. I wonder why. What changed? It was very calm over there, and now it's not. Maybe I should put the GoPro here to get an ASMR. I haven't done that in a long time, just because I haven't really found spots where it goes good, and I don't know if you can hear that in the distance. That quarry thing, whatever's happening. I'll leave the GoPro here. I'll come back and get it. I'll see after how it sounds. Alright, that's where I have it. I feel like I'm being very trusting, leaving it like that. Not that anyone's gonna come and take it, that's not why. It's that it's pretty close to the water. What if a random rush of water comes and, ooh, there it goes. Or it just falls in, and that's it. No more GoPro. Kinda nervous. Kind of coming up on the cows. I'm talking a little softer because, again, I don't want to freak them out. And I think there might be one laying down over there. Maybe this is the closest right here. I don't want to get closer. Alright, I'm going to take you off the gimbal crew. I'm going to try to get some cool pics of the river. Try to be artsy. I'm the most amateur of amateur photographer. I take pictures on my phone. I hashtag everything amateur photography, any of that stuff, and I post it. So then if anyone thinks that you need to buy some crazy fancy camera equipment to have some awesome pictures, you don't need that. You can get cool pictures with a really cool phone. Now, if you want to get more in depth into photography, yes, you need a better camera, fancy lens. If you just want to do it for fun, I suggest investing all your money, not all your money, but investing a good amount of money on an awesome phone with an awesome camera. So that way you could still get cool pictures, but you could still have the awesomeness of a very fancy phone. Rather than if you just want to have fun with taking pictures and stuff, you don't have to spend all that crazy amount of money on the camera, the lens, and then also software for editing those pictures. Alright, the moment of truth. Is my camera still there? Yeah, it's still there. Alright crew, that was our time here at China Creek Trail in Sanger. Thank you so much for suggesting this awesome idea. Really cool hike. Completely, there's no one around, so if you want to do a hike that's not way off somewhere crazy like in the mountains or anything like that, there's other hikes for sure that are like this, but this is one of them where you can come check out. There's not a lot of people here at all. We are here on a Thursday, so that also could be another reason why there's not a lot of people. But awesome, not a crazy hike of like but crew, thank you so much for hanging out with us. You hanging out with us is something you never ever have to do. You never ever have to give us your time, and I appreciate every single second you give us. If it's for 1 second or all the seconds, if you only gave us 1 second, you haven't even gotten to this point because you just tuned out a long time ago. But that does not matter. I'm thanking you no matter what, and it doesn't matter if you just watch for 1 second. You did not have to do that. I appreciate all of you. You're all awesome. Seriously, you are all awesome. I'm genuinely telling you that. Remember, you are awesome. Thanks for crewing. Thanks for venturing. On to the next. The gets swallowed up again there. My gimbal's going weird. Vibes right now. I said that weird. I don't know if that hurt me. Because someone said I almost fell. There we go. I've been for suggesting